I'm Pabin, four-time Madden champion. In this video, I'll be going over my guide to beating some of the best blitzes in Madden 25. I give you some of the best route combos and concepts, easy play designs, and overall breaking down my chess match and my thought processing behind beating the best blitzes in Madden 25. Let's get in the video now. So let's do a little bit of play recognition. The three types of heavy blitzes that you really see in Madden 25 currently. It's going to be 6-1 even, where you're going to be blitzing those two outside linebackers. It's going to be a 3-4 odd or double mug type of look where you're running a lot of heavy man press coverage, cover zero, and you're just relying on your pressure to get in before your opponent can make a read. Or it's going to be something more a little passive where you're going to get a little loop or disengage defense, running a lot of zone match coverage like a 1-4-6. There's a lot of things you could do to slow down these blitzes. Obviously, one thing you're going to want to have Gunslinger on. It's going to help you a lot versus the blitz. Getting into 6-1, though. This 6-1, it's a really, really good blitz, right? There's a couple things you could do at the 6-1. The premise of this blitz is, you're going to be kind of show blitzing one of these guys right here and really just chilling this gap right here. Maybe hit the guard and back off, peel off once, we call hike. You could crash any certain way, maybe contain if they're getting outside the pocket. But, we're going to really just hit the guard and you're going to see the left side pressure to come in. You see it comes in pretty fast, and 6-1 you get pressure off both sides very easily, disengages. You have 40 linemen, a lot of fluky stuff happens. Whenever I'm playing 6-1, one of the things I love to do is RPOs. So you're going to see we're going to call this RPO, and the thing about 6-1, it's one of the hardest defenses to stop RPOs. You don't really have anyone on the outside. I mean, a lot of people start dragging these guys out, but at that point, they're not blitzing, right? So when playing 6-1, and if you're struggling versus the blitz, they're blitzing, 5, 6 guys, run RPOs. They're an easy way to get a nice amount of yards. You see right here, you could dump it off quickly. You could start your drive like this. It dictates the pace of the drive. So RPOs, a really, really easy and simple way to beat heavy blitzes. So now getting into like a 3-4 odd, right? If we're running RPOs, they're not really going to work as well, right? It's man coverage all across the board instead of zone. You see, we're going to call this RPO, and we don't have anywhere to go. It might be better if you have a extra blocker there. For the most part, it's not the most ideal thing versus like a 3-4 odd double mug type of look. You got a lot of man coverage across the board, and it's going to be very hard to get separation and get a positive play with the RPO. Instead of RPOs, find something in your playbook like a jet sweep, right? These jet sweeps have been insane this year. I'm sure you're familiar with them now. But jet sweeps, we're going to do the same look. We're showing blitz, getting everyone on the line, getting this nice send 6, send 5 pressure. We're going to run this jet sweep, and you're going to see if we could get to the outside, it is a house call almost every single time. Make sure you have someone nifty or shifty and agile like Deion Sanders, good amount of speed, and we're going to call it again. And you're going to see just the 3-4 odd type of look, like a man cover zero look. It's going to be having a hard time stopping the jet sweep. So mix some RPOs in versus zone blitz. If they're running a lot of man, run a jet sweep. With the jet sweep, they're going to have to do a lot of adjusting. For example, they might have to move guys around. If they're in man coverage, they'll follow the guy in motion. You'll know they're in man coverage. You shouldn't be struggling to, get first downs. You should call these plays in moderation. Don't spam them, obviously, because if you do, you're going to be putting yourselves in 3rd and 4th and longs. That's when the blitz is really going to get to you. You're going to want to run, some of these plays on 1st down, 2nd down, maybe set up your passing play. Getting into some passing concepts, right? I've given you 2 parts of the blueprint, but you have to have some passing alongside that. So here are a couple things you could do when passing versus a heavy blitz. One thing I like to do versus a heavy blitz, it's not really going to be the best versus like a 3-4 odd, but more so like a 1-4-6 is calling a lot of play action. It's going to negate the loop, and you could really freestyle. For example, PA snag, it's been a meta play for about 2-3 months now at this point, maybe 4, and you could do a lot out of it, right? The premise is you have a post, you have, slant, but you could create your own play. Let's just say someone is in like a 3-4 odd type of look, which is going to be a lot of heavy man coverage. What I love to do is block my tight end, which is, we're just going to simply click on him, hit pass block, and I like to send my running back out. And what I like to do is I like to ID the opposite end of screen linebacker. And you're going to see we get a decent amount of time when doing this, right? We're going to just set up a nice little play. You could do something like this if they're running 3-4 odd. And you're going to see we get a nice amount of time. Zig route's going to get open. Post route is going to get open. We do overthrow it. But this type of concept is amazing versus heavy blitzes. You know, you still have 4 receivers out. You get a lot of time. As you see, we get quite a bit of time right there. And, you know, zig routes absolutely fry man coverage. It's going to be hard to run zone, you know, when you only have 2 defenders on this side, right? Mixing those zig routes 100% versus the blitz. Nice, easy, safe, reliable option. And the beauty is, you know, you could do it to both sides. So right here, you could do something like this. We motion your running back out. It's going to get a lot of, you know, problems to, you know, cover 0 blitz. And we're going to do a speed out, right? We're going to mug this look and do the same thing. We're going to block our tight end. And then the opposite side of the tight end, we're going to ID to, you know, pick up this linebacker. So with this, we have double zig routes, which is a great man-beating route. And then we have a speed out, which is amazing versus man, zone, anything, and a backside post. So this is 100% a great route combo that you could run versus something like a cover 0 blitz. You see right here, everything was open at one point in time. Zig route here, zig route to the sideline, speed out on Chris Johnson, and then the backside post. Playing like a 6-1 zone type of look, it's going to be like a lot of cover 4 or cover 2. That's really what it's going to be. If you're playing a more aggressive opponent, they'll run a lot of cover 2, and with that, you know, you can hit them with deep sideline fades, seam streaks, all that good stuff. But for the sake of this video, we're just going to run like a cover 4, and let's just say they're blitzing off the left, right? This is a great play found in the Niners playbook. It's a speed out, which is on the inside receiver. It's really rare you see that, but these speed outs, you know how good they are. I just showed you, like literally last play, how good they are. With this, you could create a high-low flood concept with Deion Sanders on a hitch route or a smoke screen, and the speed out going to the other side. And to really get you some more time, you know, you could block an extra guy. But what I would probably do is, you know, something like this right here, where, you know, you got a high-low to the right, high low to the left, we're going to call hike. And like I said, if you have that hitch, you take that hitch any day of the week. Get your 5 to 10, 15 yards. It acts kind of like an RPO in a sense. But, you know, if they're playing it, you know, manning it up or, you know, playing a hard flat, just wait a little bit and you're going to have this speed out towards the sideline. You can see right here, I'm using the right more as a decoy, but left side, you see right there, it's nice speed out. It doesn't cut up like a corner route to where it could get switch stick. It cuts more to the sideline. Amazing route. I love that play a lot. And that play, if you were wondering, it's called the motion halfback angle. You could do the switch corner or the, you know, motion angle wheel if you want a different type of look. But those are really great options versus zone blitz. And the last kind of heavy blitz look that you're going to see is this engage dollar or dime look, where you're just going to get your guard or engage with the guard and get that loop pressure or that A-gap pressure. This is annoying because, you know, you could send 4 to 3 and it's zone coverage or match. What I like to do to really easily counter this is we're just simply going to block our running back and then just slide towards the running back. Half slide towards the running back. You're going to see it picks it up pretty well. You know, no one comes in free. The whole middle of the field is open because their user is mugged up in the line. This is a great route concept right here that you could run. See right here, we are half sliding. And you just sit back and make the read. Boom, we hit the post because their user is so down in the box. And, you know, it's easy reads. All in all, that was a nice, simple guide. I want to start you off very simple. We'll get into more advanced stuff now in my in-game example. Getting into our in-game example, our opponent is going to be running this 6-1 blitz where he's going to get pressure from either the right edge or the left edge linebacker. Okay, if he's going to blitz, you know, I have this RPO, like I've discussed, the RPO is kill 6-1, and you're just going to see we're simply going to dump it off. We want to get a nice, you know, easy gain, get a couple yards, and that's what we end up doing, getting 6 yards on that RPO. If he blitzes this linebacker, we're going to have a speed out that we could obviously throw, and then we're going to have a zig pattern underneath it. We have to watch out for his user, but he is mugged up in the gap. So with that, you know, we're just going to read the field and see what we have. We end up blocking our tight end. And, you know, this isn't the best route combo. It's kind of freestyling. Like I said, I'm getting info. I'm seeing if he's running hard flats, if he's blitzing, if he's in cover 4 or cover 2. That's what I'm doing. So right here, the right side could throw this flat, but the left side looks more open. He has 2 defenders guarding 2 receivers. But the thing is, he's going to get this pressure. So You're gonna see we guess wrong. We block the right side. No one comes off the right. He ends up coming off the left. We have the zig route and we have this out route right here. Let's just see if we have enough time to throw this, right? This is advanced Madden. He actually ends up guarding the zig route really well, but we did have the out route. See, we're gonna go back to the same play, but this time we're gonna ID the outside, the guy on the left, right? It makes sense because, I'm gonna block the tight end again. We go with a high-low on the right and a high-low on the left, right? So once more, we run the same combo back. We're gonna have this zig route here, this out route here. Third play of the game. It's very hard to get that info. We end up hitting that zig route, getting a nice amount of yards. Like I said, 6-1, you got to kind of take it a little easy, right? You're not going to hit them with deep bombs. It's covered 4, it's matched, and they get really good sheds out of the 6-1. So you got to live underneath and attack, when you have the chance. Right here, it's a great concept for 6-1, especially when they're mugged up in the gap right here. It's users here, so we're going to go seam streak here. Another fade route kind of thing right here. Why we do the 2 streaks is going to make this safety on the right very, very difficult to guard both, right? So we have 2 fade routes. We have a flat going here just in case he blitzes off here again. We're just going to dump it down. And you're going to see his user's mugged up in the gap. He gets stuck. We're going to pass lead this to the inside, and we get an amazing possession catch. So with the mid-zone KOs, you're going to want to possession catch this because if you rack it, there's a good chance that you end up dropping it. So see, he gets in this 3-4 odd, and we're going to hit him with a jet sweep, right? Simple jet sweep. We're going to try to bounce it out to the right side and, just simply outrun his defenders. And we're going to call hike right here. Following the blocks, you see CJ Johnson picks up the block, and we, like I said, get 6 yards again. Here we go in the 3-4 odd. We're going to be passing versus 3-4 odd right now. He has pressure right here potentially. Oh, it's a man look right now. You can see everyone is lined up on a receiver. And we're just going to use this play action and the blocking that I use versus 3-4 odd to, possibly dot someone, dot this coverage up. See right here, I go corner route to the left side. In the time I wasn't thinking he has outside leverage. So I should have probably went inside post, inside drag, something like that. On the right side is I went with the zig route, right? The zig route, if he's a man, it's going to fry him. Post to the inside is always going to fry for the most part. And we're going to block this tight end and ID this linebacker on the right. Doing that is going to give us a lot of time versus 3-4 odd type of look. See right here, we call hike. We get a lot of time. We did have the running back early, not late. We end up having this zig route. He runs cover 0. And we just, I don't know why I ran out of bounds. We end up getting a good amount of yards. So now I'm like thinking, okay, I ran a zig route last play. If he's going to blitz me again, he's going to have to get really aggressive. He's going to have to probably go hard flat right here. Potentially, cover 2 zone. And then on this left side, I don't know what he might be in, man or something. So what I'm going to go with is the double streak / fade combo. I'm going to go up the sideline with the fade route and then a streak on the inside. This cover 2 defender is going to have a trouble guarding this and the inside at the same time. In the back end, I'm going to go with a post because it's going to just, it's gonna make it nice and easy, right? I have 2 streaks going here, a drag and a post coming from the backside. Blocking our tight end, IDing the outside linebacker. But all we're doing in this certain time and moment is we are gonna be reading this guy right here. If he's in a hard flat, I'm throwing this for a touchdown, this fade. If he's manned up, I might beat him. It's a 50-50 chance. Comes down to ratings and how they shade. And right here, it's hard to see what he's in. But you're going to see, we let it develop a little bit more. I throw it early, and it's a touchdown. He runs the cover 2 because I ran the zig route last play. And this is what the chess match is about. If you're a more advanced player, this is what your game should be looking like. My opponent ran a lot of coverage, or a lot of blitzes that drive, and I dissected it with RPOs, jet sweeps, a whole balanced attack. Zig routes, speed outs, post routes, and it was just a nice, easy drive. So that's how your drive should look like versus a blitz. It's going to take some time. But block a guy or 2, find some nice combos depending on what they're in, if they're man or zone, and you will 100% cook. If you enjoyed this video, go check out the Madden Academy now. We have free courses on mastering the mental chess match, as you've seen in this video, outthinking your opponent, thinking 1 step ahead, and all that good stuff. So if you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.